Good Sunday evening, everybody. Hope you all had a great week. It's been a great week here. Um, well, mostly great. Didn't need bail money, put it that way. So we got Lisa Ann in the chat. Hi, Lisa Ann. We got Daryl up here on stage with us. So, but yeah, Friday night. I've needed front brakes on my the front brakes on my truck have been making some noise. I think it was due to rust, but I bought new pads, rotors, uh, all that stuff. I bought it through Detroit Axle. Great company, good prices, but not a sponsor. Just saying. Uh, so Friday night, I stayed over and uh, put, just threw front brakes and rotors on my truck. Not a big deal. Went to back it out. Pedal wasn't pumping up. I'm like, what the heck? So I got out of the truck and looked. Yeah, blew a brake line back on the rear axle. So yeah, that was fun. So hi Willie, hi Tommy,
Hey, Tommy.
hi Rail.
Rail.
So um, so yeah, I took it apart, threw a new brake line on it. Probably another hour. I wasn't really like pushing hard to get everything done real quick. Um, but it was the line on the passenger side that goes from the T out to the wheel cylinder. So I got it all made. Got the one on the T, kind of let it drip and everything. The bleeder screw was looking pretty angry, so I was just gonna air bleed it and or gravity bleed it and just let it kind of chill like that. I put the line on the wheel cylinder, snugged it up. Well, I had a little bit of a leak, so put the wrench on it, and it made about a quarter to third of a turn, and then it got real easy again. I'm like, what the heck? Started looking. There's a boss on the back of the wheel cylinder that the line threads into. It had rusted completely off. Literally rusted off right flat with the back of the wheel cylinder. No threads left to thread any kind of a line into or anything like that. So I basically, for the night, because it was already quarter after 7, something like that, I threw a plug in it and got it, kind of bled out and drove it home. Next morning, I went to Napa and I bought brand new wheel cylinder. Went back up to the shop. Well, first I went and picked the rotor tiller up that I told some people I'd pick up and get it running for them. Which it had. The truck had great brakes, just 3 of them, not 4. So yeah, I went and picked that up, dropped it off the house, went up to the shop, and I grabbed my belt sander, that Bauer one, that little half-inch wide thing, and because I looked at the nuts on the back of the wheel cylinder, nah, there was almost no head or hex left to put a socket on. It was still there, but you wouldn't never got a socket on it. So a couple minutes worth of little sanded the heads right off. Thing popped out, no big deal. Drum came off nice and easy. Put the brand new one in, threaded the line because I saved the line that I'd made. Uh, threaded the line into it and let them, and they're working great. I did notice I do need to get new pads for the back, so or shoes. I'm sorry, they're not pads; they're shoes. But I'll probably just go ahead and order the drums and the shoes, and I've already priced them through Detroit Axle, and yeah, they're for the pair for the both sides. It's like $170 some. Not a bad deal. And I did buy another wheel cylinder for the driver's side because I looked at that one. It's pretty well rusted away too. So well, we have it apart. We'll just put a new wheel cylinder in it, or seal in it, or yeah, cylinder, not seal. So that was my Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
I went down and had a help my buddy down the road here that does the barracudas and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And he was having a hard time getting his throwout bearing going the daggum putting a 4-speed transmission in, and he had a problem getting the throwout bearing. He come to find out that he had a throwout bearing that was too small to fit over the shaft.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, that.
that kid had that would, and my old red truck here, though, I'm working on. It's got it just mentioning brakes. It's got the proportioning valve is stuck on the thing. I got to get it. I got to get on. Try to move that thing around because it's got the brake light on the dash.
Yeah. Well, I've been driving my truck with that noise. I know what it was. When I put the wheel hub on that side, that's the side that the noise is coming from. The backs of the pad and the caliper and all that were really rusty. I cleaned them up. I didn't throw any grease on them because I was in a hurry to get the thing back together. And from that moment on, every time you hit the brakes, it would either have a squeal or a squeak or whatever. And I knew the pads were in decent shape, but I did have a little bit of a pulsation from the rust that was on the rotor when I first bought the truck. So that's why I went ahead and just bought new rotors and pads and, the hardware and all that kind of stuff. And the deal I got from Detroit, I actually bought it on Amazon. It was $10 cheaper to buy the exact same kit on Amazon, Detroit Axle, than it was to buy it on their website. So, hey, Cajun.
Can you believe
How y'all are?
But when I bought it, the Dodges have those tin cap lug nuts, and I hate them things because they swell up and do all that kind of stuff. The kit I actually bought come with brand new solid steel lug nuts. Look just like the factory ones. They're just newer and shinier, and they're not the little caps. So, yeah, I went ahead and bought all those. But I priced the brakes through Napa, through O'Reilly's, AutoZone, Rock Auto, and Detroit Axle. And Detroit Axle was the cheapest of them all. So, and I know half a dozen people have been telling me, hey, try this stuff from Detroit Axle. Try this stuff from Detroit Axle. Dude, I am sold on their stuff now. If I would have spent $10 more, I could have got drilled and slotted rotors for the front of that truck. I probably should have done it, but I didn't at the time. I think it was like $175 for 2 rotors, pads, slides, lug nuts. They sent a can of brake clean and a bottle of brake fluid for for $175. I mean that. Napa was over $100 more than that without the lug nuts and stuff. So yeah. Hi, Cajun, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. How you doing? And how's Mr. Darrell doing?
I'm living.
Yeah, same here. Man, it's been storming for 3 days, so nothing's up but the clouds and the rain. And that's down actually.
Yeah.
But it's been storming, man.
So, but
Missy's at a birthday party in Vidplat up the road a little ways, but that was supposed to be an outdoor event. Missy was going to bring the swimming pool over there. Got a big inflatable. That was going to be the birthday present anyway. And not.
yeah. But
my phone been blowing up and texting, texting like, man, you all right? Man, it's bad where you at? Tornadoes everywhere. Oh, yeah, I'm in the middle of everything. I know. It woke me up from a good nap.
Well, Rail says it's been in the 90s there. I think we hit 81 or 82 today. It was nice. It's been nice the last couple of days.
Man, 90s where he's at.
Yeah.
You know, that's that's kind of warm.
Yeah, that is real warm.
Yeah, it was just snowing a month and a half ago.
Right. But tool talk. Let's talk tools. Saturday morning, on my way to get pick up that rototiller, I had stopped by the old Harbor Freight because I needed the sanding belts for my Bauer sander. And while I was in there, they had a deal going on. Buy a 5 amp hour battery and charger for $99 and you get a free tool. Well, the tool I wanted was the cordless grease gun. They didn't have it in stock, so they did give me a rain check for it. But when the girl was getting ready to ring me out, she put the charger and the 5 amp hour battery in. They come up to like $134. I said, hey, wait a minute. Ain't that supposed to be $99? So she called the manager over, and manager overrode it. Said, yep, because you're not putting the other tool in, it's not giving the discount, but we'll go ahead and knock it down. And that way, when you come in to get your tool, you just show them the rain check, and they'll give you the tool. I looked it up when I got home again. So it was $134 for the battery and the charger. The grease gun is $136 or $139. So I'm getting $280 worth of tools for $99.
Hey, that ain't bad.
Did you get the free bucket while you was there, Red?
Yes, I did. I got the free bucket to carry everything out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I did pick the bucket up. So yeah. If y'all are looking for any of the Hercules tools, I suggest you look at it with that deal. I've got a Milwaukee cordless grease gun at work that I love. A friend of mine, he's got a Milwaukee and he's got the Hercules. The Hercules is his field grease gun because he don't like taking his Milwaukee, out into the bush. So he says, and he says the Hercules is just as good as the Milwaukee. So I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll buy one. Until I seen the price of them, I'm like, $140 for a grease gun. I'm not going to use every day. But hey, now I got a 5 amp hour battery. I've got an extra charger. I've already had 3 2 amp hour batteries, or 2.5 amp hour. I think are 2.5 amp hour batteries. So I've got 4 batteries now for my Hercules tools, and 2 chargers. So
that 5 amp hour would be good for impact range, a big one.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking my fan at the tractor pulls.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because I got that little Hercules fan that I take, and I can usually get 3/4 of the tractor pulls on medium, high on 2 batteries. Well, now with the 5 amp hour battery, I should be able to get the whole deal. Yep. So that's what I was thinking.
There was a place here. It's the name of it's Steins. It's a lumberyard, but in their tool department, they had a 5-gallon bucket, and they had no power tools included. Okay, naturally, but anything you could fit in that bucket, $100. You bought the bucket for $100. You go anywhere in the store, get what you want for $100, as long as it fit in that bucket. Not holding on with one hand like this and one hand at the top. Not like that. If it stayed in with one hand carrying that bucket, everything in there was $100. Man, people took advantage of that. I mean, they had socket rails. You could put a lot of them standing up on the outside. Put a lot of stuff inside. Oh yeah, you do it right, and you had a time limit. You had a time limit.
Right.
I think it was like 5 minutes or 8 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Which, hey, people took advantage of it, though.
Oh yeah.
And it was well worth it.
Yeah, Tommy, I watch Lord Muck. Well, I don't watch all of his videos, but I do like watching Lord Muck. He's a pretty funny guy. And I mean, smart guy. Hi, Ken. How you doing?
Hello,
John,
Ken.
John, did I say hi to you coming in? But so yeah, that's been my adventure for the weekend. I just got to watch for when that I got 30 days, but the manager lady told me, you know, those grease guns go fast when they get them in. I've got 30 days to cash in my rain check. So at the end, close to the end of the 30 days, if they haven't got me one in yet, see her, she'll extend it out, because it is a sale deal. And they have a hard time keeping them in stock. So, but I asked her, would you be able to give me a call when you get one in and put it back for me? She's like, no, I can't do that. I'm like, okay. I said, I'll just, it's on my way home from work. And
that would be the most logical thing for her to do is to do it, set one back. But
they're technically not allowed to do that, so I don't want her to get in too much trouble. So, like I said, it's on my way home. So, I think they get their trucks on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I'll just stop in and say, hey, you got the grease. I know right where they're supposed to be at. She showed me on the shelf. So, I'll just stop in and keep stopping in until they get one. And she tried to bring up her order for this coming week. She couldn't bring it up to see if there was going to be any on the truck. So, but she's like, well, if you want to drive here or here or here, 45 minutes to an hour away. I said, sweetheart, I said, yeah, I would. I said, I don't have a problem. I said, I've been to all those stores, but I said, it kind of defeats the purpose of the discount. I said, I'd be spending the money and fuel and stuff getting there. But Tommy made a joke. They are already grabbed.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they like a grease pig.
Yep. Hi, Delisa. Oh, and I've also just got word that a friend of mine gave me it's a newer Chromebook, but there was it's like kind of like password protected, but it was on the boot up file, so you couldn't even get in to bypass the password and stuff, the security. So he was looking at it to see if there was something he could do other than changing the hard drive. He texted me today. He goes, my theory was right. He said, all I had to do is wait for the battery to completely go dead and take the little battery out of the inside. And he said, yeah. He goes, I was able to boot it up and basically reformat it and reload the operating system. So yeah, he said, or reset the operating system. He said, so yeah. He said, not a problem. He goes, I got it done for you. He goes, stop by and pick it up anytime you want. I'm like, cool. Now maybe I'll have a laptop I can use out in the garage. Maybe do some live streams from out there. Friday night, I was actually half tempted to go live on my cell, let you guys hang out with me.
How new is the Chromebook?
2 or 3 years old, something like that.
Yeah, I got a friend. She got a Chromebook. I don't know if she just wasn't familiar with it or what, but she said she had trouble with it. Trying to live stream. Yeah. I'm like, man, I don't know why, because StreamYard is you piggybacking on their stuff. It's not clogging your Chromebook down. You can go live with 6 people on a phone, and it's not loading your phone down.
Right. I got someone in the basement, Pennsylvania Redneck. Oh, okay. I see who it is. All right, there we go. Didn't recognize the name. It's Briggs. Hi, Briggs.
I thought so with Pennsylvania. Yeah, it must be across the line.
Yeah. So, but so yeah, I'm excited about that. I also talked to him too about helping me make sure I get the right new hard drive for my Dell computer that I've had. That the hard drive actually died. It won't spin up the motor and it's dead. So he said bring it along, and he'll he'll find one. He might have a used one there, but he said he'll find one and help me get it swapped out and reload the operating system. So
Oh,
yeah, I loved my laptops. Just for my editing and stuff, I like to have a PC. It seems like it goes a lot faster, a lot easier on the PC than it did the laptop. Basically, because my eyes, I'm getting old and I like the big screen. And yes, I know I can plug another screen into my laptop and blah blah blah, but it's just easier to have a nice desktop.
Don't that guy defeat the purpose? Having a desktop, having a bigger screen in it, you might as well have a desktop at that point.
Yeah, you know. Um, I like the convenience of a laptop. So if I go out to the garage or whatever and I want to look stuff up, I can do it out there. I don't have to come in here. I used to like going live out in the garage from the laptop. Um, I just didn't like leaving it out there with all the dust and dirt and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yep.
hi Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
But so yeah, hopefully a week or two. Saturday night, I was we're going down to Holloway, Ohio again to go to the tractor pulls again. The night pull starts at 6. If anybody's in the area, you want to stop by, say hey. We'll be there. It's a trophy pull, so hopefully I can bring a trophy home. So
they're giving away trophies at that one.
Yeah. Yep. And it's funny because usually you have to have been at 3 previous of their polls. But they said with them changing locations, the weather, and stuff like that, they've only had 4 polls. So, hi Nate, poop more, poop faster, Nate.
Hey Nate. Hey Jeff Skews.
So they said no. As long as you're a member, if you've been a member or are a member, if you pull, you'll get a trophy. Well, if you place, you'll get a pull.
Yeah, I'm awake there, Jeff.
It's the crack of evening. Yeah, it is. But the joke I was making there about poop faster. If you guys have been following Nate on his shorts, his koi pond, he's got little like goldfish koi, but he's doing hydroponics. He's got some peppers and some tomato plants, I think, planted in them, in the pea gravel, and it's totally fertilized off the fish poop. So poop faster.
The pond water. Yeah, That's it.
Yeah. And I don't know if I don't know if I told you guys I had a turtle in my pond. Yeah, my swimming pool that is inhabited by frogs. I had a turtle in there a couple weeks back, and I don't know if he's just more aware of people coming around and like goes under the water as soon as he hears something. But I haven't seen him in the last few days, so I don't know if he climbed out and decided to move on, or if he's just getting good at hiding. So
Maybe your neighbors took him and made turtle soup.
Oh, he was only about 4 inches across. He's just a little teeny dude. Looked like a little painted turtle.
Bite size. Oh, a miniature Ninja Turtle. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So, but yeah, happy about getting the laptop back going again. That'll be awesome. But I've been looking at the Hercules Torque Impact. Now that I have a 5 amp hour battery and won't like totally run a 2 amp hour battery down super quick, I think that'll be the next thing. The next thing I buy, Hercules wise, is 1/2 inch impact. But yeah, they had a 1/2 inch impact on their $99 deal, but it was just their standard 1/2 inch impact, not the Ultra Torque. And if I'm going to buy one, why not go big? Get the Ultra Torque. So, because I've got the 3/8 impact. I've got the I want a 1/2 inch, and then next thing I will get is a 3/8 and a 1/4 inch drive ratchet. I've got a Milwaukee 1/4 inch at work. Replaced my 1/4 inch air ratchet that died. I've been actually using the thing more and more lately, and I love it. I didn't know how well I'd like it, but I'm absolutely loving it. So I've talked to a couple people that have them, and they like them. So why not? We'll give it a try.
How'd you make out on your water pump, Cajun?
Not. Been storming down here. 3-4 days now, raining.
Dang, you've had that car a month. I swear it's going to rain every day until November. Then you'll be able to go out there.
It's going to be like a longhorn steer. Going to call it a mossy-back.
Well, the pump is probably under order right about now, so it ought to be all right.
Speaking of ponds, I got a couple of lakes in the yard.
Oh,
Usually I got Lake Boudreaux out in the front of my driveway where the road meets. They got a shallow spot there. That's Lake Boudreaux. It's ocean now.
I finally got that thing. I got that thing notarized. Finally, I'm going to my neighbor mail it tomorrow because I wasn't going to pay no $9 to mail a piece of paper.
Right. Yeah, just put that in a regular envelope.
That's all I'm going to do is have him do it because
it takes the same amount of time anyway.
Yep. Yeah.
That's it. See, Jeff he's getting new fenders for his big tractor off of a Simplicity 9020. That's awesome, Jeff. I'm glad you found them. Found some.
So Simplicity. Wow.
Yep.
Wait. Are we talking about the same Jeff? Jeff did usually ever? He's got to make a deal. I mean, find a deal and then shoot the guy down and all that stuff just to buy anything.
That would be Alice Chalmers, Red, Jeff. Alice Chalmers, what Simplicity bought out there, lawn tractor line. Back what, 79, 81, something like that. I know I'm in the zone.
Yeah,
they merged and then they took it over completely because I was raised by the Alice Chalmers place tractor dealership in the country, in my hometown. And then me and the son of that dealer, the owner of that dealer, went business, and we had the Simplicity place. So yeah, I kind of know a little bit about them.
Yes. Well, Rail says his tractor has to go in for warranty work. The front steering knuckles are leaking. Yeah, that's one drawback about the 4-wheel drive tractors is a lot of them are prone to the front knuckles leaking. I know our Toro 455 it was 4-wheel drive and it had the knuckles on it, and you could rebuild them, and within a month they were leaking.
You know, and I don't know if he's got any new old stock Simplicity parts or not. He just might have.
Uh,
Because I know,
call off sick tomorrow, Nate.
what's his name? Willis. He is Willie. CK. He's got Simplicity stuff, and he's sometimes there he is. Speaking of the devil, sometimes he's looking for Simplicity stuff or old Alice Chalmers.
Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, if I'd known they were going to bring that trailer up like they did to come and get that Suzuki, I would have said, "Here, dude, take this rider down with you." I would have shoved that John Deere F525 on that trailer. There would have been plenty of room for it.
Oh yeah, no doubt, huh?
I would
just
have.
strap it down. Give him an extra
I
$100.
would. Yep. I would, if I'd know, I didn't know her. I would have strapped that down. I would bet he probably wouldn't have charged. He probably wouldn't have charged any more to take that.
Yeah.
It would have been fun loading it with 3 wheels on it instead of 2, but
Yeah. Oh, and then we had help here. You know, my neighbor, he came over. He drove up in his old Durango. He had a bunch of wire. He wasn't about to throw that in a new one. Anyway, his new one was in the shop. But he had, when he drove up in that Durango when I was live, when the Suzuki got here, the back of that Durango was full of copper wire that big around. A lot of it came from the railroad. They put in new boxes for the guards, the arms, and they have to pull conduit from the whatever to that. And he got a lot of conduit. They gave him a lot, about $500 worth and scrap. $500 worth.
oh yeah,
Keenan, look up Hackman Performance Cams, best cam maker in the country. He used to do. I know he used to do them for a couple of the aftermarket guys. He would grind them. They would put their name on them. But very very good company. Very good man. Greg, I believe is his first name. Very good man to work with. Very good customer service. If you tell him what you're wanting to do, he can grind you something. He may have something on the shelf. He may have a custom one. So Vogel is very good too. They kind of go hand in hand. I know Vogel grinds his own. So I don't know if Vogel does custom grinds anymore, or if they just do their stock grinds that they do. But yeah, they I know Heckman will. I mean, you tell him the specs you want of the cam, and he'll grind it for you, right, wrong, or indifferent. You're paying for it. He'll grind it. Wow, that Willie had a trailer full today.
I didn't know they had the landlords, the newer landlords like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the year of the 2012 or if the models. I think the model's a 2012. I don't think that's the year.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, that would make sense.
Yeah. So,
Model 2012 horsepower. Yeah, okay. 1967. I was thinking, I don't know nothing about landlords, in the 2000s.
I know where there's a really nice Simplicity. I don't remember what the model. I don't remember what the let's see here. It's the model is a 5015. I think that's what the or that's the Ellis Chalmers number. 5015 95 18, the diesel. I know there's one sitting. It just needs a head. Well, and the injector pump probably rebuilt and stuff, but I would love to get my hands on that thing. It's like the compact utility tractor size. The only thing is, there's only one place I found a new used head. It's about $1,500 just for the head itself, without valves and all that kind of stuff. So, and I don't know what he would sell the tractor for, the way it sits, but I'm sure it'd be $1,200-1,500. So, yeah, but it's a nice tractor. It's got the 3-point hitch with the PTO and all that kind of stuff. So many rainouts. Yeah. Yeah. I feel for you there, Willie, with the rainouts and stuff like that. I missed the one because of heat. It was almost 90 well, it was actually over 90 degrees in the evening. Yeah, I couldn't go do it. But this coming weekend, it's supposed to be low 80s. So yeah, I'll be there. So again, if anybody's down around Holloway, Ohio, stop in, say hi. We'll be there.
Knock, knock.
Just walk on in, Briggs.
I ain't walking in. People
And
have
there's
guns
somebody
in this.
sitting on the steps.
Walking in, get your bullet holes.
The
Free
woman I
bullet.
want to talk to. You want to do me a huge favor tomorrow? Go to the post office and mail this for the Cajun guide so he can have his title to the car. Hey, it's right here. The Cajun guy I gave the car to. He's right there on YouTube. You said you want to say hello to him. You're a French Canadian. There he is. I'll take that refrigerator tomorrow too. I'll give you the money tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
Right there.
Bonjour, monsieur.
But I mean, you tell me what it is. The address is there on the envelope. That's the return address. No, I got to get an envelope. That's the one he mailed me. His address is in the corner right there. Louisiana. That's where the Suzuki is. Yes. Mail that to him.
So
You got to buy an envelope. I'll give you the money to buy an envelope. Okay.
buy a pre-stamped one at the post office. That's what I do.
Yeah. That's right. It costs you to stamp and about what? 4
10
cents
cents.
for the envelope, you know?
I think it's 10. I think it's 10 cents on top of whatever the stamp cost.
Okay. Yeah.
So I buy like a half a dozen of them at a time, and they're forever stamps, so you can have it sitting around for 5 years.
Yeah. Ain't even got to lick it to stick it.
Nope.
Somebody gonna take that out of context. I guarantee you that.
Who makes it out of that?
Say, pipe me tears, eh?
Yeah, Willie, I agree with that, man. There was a club around here years ago that they would put a full schedule out every spring, and if they pulled maybe half of them, like one time there was like, oh well, the president and vice president can't make it, they have to work, so we're going to reschedule it for the following weekend. Well, the following weekend it rained, and I think they had like 10 polls scheduled. I think they had 3 of them. I'm not going to waste my time. It was always one thing or another, and I think it was more insurance than anything, because I heard years later that they were paying their insurance month to month, and some months they didn't have the money to pay it. So, but
So they was paying the insurance dues month by month.
mhm.
Wow, be a little cheaper if you do about a year, huh? Or 6 months.
Every 6 months, because that way they get a discount for the winter when they're not having pulls, or they just buy 6 month insurance or 8 month insurance.
6 months for the summer.
But
That's
this
about
this
the
club here,
whole time anyway. I can't
well,
hear.
this club here, they didn't manage their money very well.
Yeah.
The one year when the new president and vice president took over, they bought a bunch of steel to build bleachers, mobile bleachers, and some a trailer to haul equipment and stuff on, and all that kind of. Well, they bought the steel because the president was a welder. That's what he did by trade. And he supposedly got a good deal on the steel, but ever since that point, whenever that happened, it didn't seem like we had very good, times of pulling because, like I said, I think like I said, somebody said that they went from paying their, every 6 months to paying it monthly. And I think they were mismanaging their money.
Hmm. They weren't buying too many refreshments for the pool for themselves, were they?
I don't know about that. All I know is they built 2 big bleachers that were like 4-tier bleachers by like 20 feet long, on wheels, so they can move them around because where we're having the pools at, the county or township, township would mow. It was at a park, and the township would mow around it and all that kind of stuff, and they needed to be able to be moved, so they would just move them out on the track after the pool, and that way they could mow.
So they did actually build the bleachers, so that's a good thing. Okay, well, that went right. Yeah, the money went to a good thing, and wood ain't cheap neither. Treated wood,
it was all steel, and one of the guys that pulled there actually donated the boards for the foot where the feet go and where the butt goes. It was all rough sawn lumber that he worked at a sawmill, so he donated all that wood. But at any given time at a pull, there's maybe 4 or 5 people, 6 people sitting in those 2 big, things.
Hay bales would have been a lot cheaper.
Well, they could have built one, and not spend as much. And the trailer they built was a tandem axle, like 20-foot, 22-foot trailer. I mean, they had to get the water tank on it, the water compressor roller thing, the tow tractor for that.
I like that.
A couple other tractors for whatever and stuff like that.
Cool. Where'd that ever find that? It worked.
But
that's
yeah,
cool.
they went way over on that trailer, and cool, Jeff. New blades for the 60-inch motor will be there tomorrow.
It's a girlfriend.
Must be 3 of them.
Yeah, I see how I get you on that one, Willie. Hard to get there on Saturday, but I prefer Saturday night pulls. One, the temperature's cooler, and it's just cool to pull under the lights. Sometimes Sundays, especially if it's warm out, the pools start earlier in the morning. I think they start at like 10, and it's a 2-hour drive for me. So, I got to leave here by 8 o'clock in the morning to get down there, and pool all day, come home. Then I got to unload everything that night for because I got to be to work in the morning. So sometimes it makes for a long hot day. Of course, I got to do the live stream. I'm usually home early enough to do the live stream, but it's been it just gets to be a long day. But I much prefer to pull under the lights. I just think it's cooler and looks good, looks better, looks cooler, and it's cooler temperatures. So, but yeah, I was gonna service the tractor and stuff to for the pool Saturday, but I didn't get that done today. I had to go. Went to the grocery store and did some other stuff here. Washed a bunch of laundry, cleaned up the kitchen and stuff. Made a new cooking video. I'm not going to recycle another video this week. So, but and then I remembered I had to wash my fire suit because last couple pulls it's been really hot and I was sweating pretty good. So
You gonna put this in the mail tomorrow?
They won't take. They don't have to be higher. I can put it in the mail tonight. If that's the case. There's a post office down there. Hey, here you go, Cajun. Where do you go?
I think he stepped out to the back porch for a minute.
Oh, I went to the dock.
Bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur.
He'll be back. When you see him show up on that screen, he's back. The bottom right. This is Polar Bear Ed. This is 2 ATVs.
What are you talking to those guys about?
It's a Sunday night live stream with Polar Bear Ed.
What's he talking about?
Come on.
Everything from polling tractors to you name it.
Fascinating.
It's a
Just a-
YouTube channel.
And the guy in
Yeah,
the
you
lower right's the guy you sold the car to?
Yeah, I gave it to him.
Oh,
Why?
you gave him the car?
I gave him
I
that car.
thought you sold it to him.
On paper, yes, but no money exchange hands. I gave him the car.
He did get it, right?
Oh yeah, he got it.
Yeah, Jeff fire suits are overrated, but it's
Yeah,
kind of a
he's
necessity
gone.
by the rules.
He got it. It's already he did a live stream of it being unloaded in Louisiana. That guy made it down there in 3 days.
So
Why is he there?
there's Cajun. Oh, here he comes.
He drives trailers.
Hey, see, Cajun, do you know how to speak French? This my neighbor says she can speak French to you.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Ah, ça
Comment
va?
ça va? Comment ça va?
Oui, ça va très bien. Et toi?
C'est bon.
Oui.
C'est bon, nous autres. C'est nous autres.
Oui, dans l'État de New York.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Originally?
Oui, yes, yeah. But my parents, ils viennent de Trois-Rivières, Quebec, Canada.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where my people came from. Canada.
Uh-huh.
Nova
In
Scotia.
Quebec?
Nova Scotia during the Grand Voyage.
From
Longtemps
where?
passé, Grand Voyage.
Okay.
For the Grand Exile. The Grand
Grand
Exile,
Exile?
the British, yeah, the Grand Voyage, we call it in French down here.
Uh-huh.
Did you turn your
Well-
speaker in?
Yeah.
That is all the way up.
Okay. Okay.
He's the real deal, though.
Okay.
He's definitely French.
Well,
Get it, whatever.
It's Cajun friend.
Agent French, whatever. He's the real deal.
the Creole.
Yep, that's what he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bonjour.
And,
They-
and
Thank
Tommy
you.
made a good point. We're live all over the world.
What's that?
Said Tommy made a good point.
That's
We're
it.
live all over the
Buy a
world.
Fridge off by
Yeah,
a
that's
cake.
true.
We're
No.
worldwide.
Yeah.
'Cause I got a
Dans
clear
les
hole in my
de la
garage.
Louisiane, ici.
I told Tommy though that
No.
Dublin ain't but 7 miles from here. I mean,
Check out this tap.
That's
it's
a
canoe.
canoe. I thought
Yeah,
I
I'm,
was
gonna buy,
looking at
I'm, I'm buying a beer tap off my neighbor.
Oh, a tap. Okay, I thought you said cap.
Tap handle
Yeah.
for a beer
Yeah, look
meister.
at all the Budweiser. And, dang. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, they got it going on now. Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, he's got the lines going up through the freezer, so that beer's good and cold.
Yeah. You know, that's right.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at all the stickers on this. Oh, we got Taro Fixes All with like this one.
Really? I don't. Taro fixes all.
Yeah, Ham's beer.
Oh, hams. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
I was looking for Terrell because I
Hams
got a
beer.
Terrell sticker.
Look at the stickers on this thing. Oh, there's a old and oldie.
Oh yeah, Michelob, Sonico, Racing Gas. I got a Bud Light mirror. I think it's a Budweiser or Bud Light. I forgot. I got it years ago when I had a bar.
Yeah.
Let's make a good beer keg.
I'm
gonna like
I'd
that.
I'd put root beer in mine, but
I got a bunch of stuff in the bar in my move. No, we had. Got an old pool light somewhere.
well, I used to work for a guy that did like novelties and all that kind of stuff, and he would buy all kinds of stuff out. In his one storage building, he probably had 100 pool tables with the lights for them, all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had-
an amusement company. Okay, yeah.
yeah. He had all kinds of pinball machines and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. He never did anything with them. He never like put them out and rented them out or anything like that. He just bought that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was his business.
No, he bought a business out that did that.
Okay.
I mean, change machines and cigarette machine. I mean, he had probably
You can ask
200.
about the cigarette machine.
He had like 200 cigarette machines in this building.
Dang.
You know, it was just, I mean, just loaded down. And that's he bought the building that the company was in because they were going out of business because they couldn't turn a buck. He had video games and he had, like I said, the pinball machines and pool tables. He had both the full size league tables and the bar size tables. Just-
Dynamos.
Yeah, just the whole gamut of all that stuff. He had the whack-a-moles and the basketball things, crane machines. I mean, you name it, it was all in there. And he bought it as an investment, and never, to my knowledge, he never did anything with it. I worked for him for 2 summers, and or a summer and a half, I guess. And as far as I know, he never ever did anything with that building. We'd go over and get stuff out of storage, other stuff out of there, but all that stuff just kind of stayed there, and he told the employees, if anybody wants one, I'll give me $100 for it. You can have it. At the time, I didn't have a place for a pool table, So
I'll make
But
a nice beer tap.
yeah, but looking back on it, I should have bought a bunch of the pinball machines. That's what I should have bought. Them things go for
Good money now.
yeah.
Which one is it? Not Xena. It's another woman one. I forget which one it is, but they want $10,500 for it.
Yeah.
Pinball,
I seen some like they're not rare, but they're unique. What was it? The Munsters? Yeah, Munsters one was going for big money. Just all kinds of different stuff. I don't know if he had that one, but I was just it popped up online one day, and I was just looking at some of the different pinball machines and stuff like that, and what they're going for, and I'm like, wow, that warehouse is full of them things. There was ones in there that still had like the numbers that rolled, not the little digital ones.
right.
He had, through all the eras, there was those old ones like that, the new ones that had the digital and
The rollers, those are from the
yeah.
60s, 70s,
yeah,
early 70s. I remember those. I used to play them with those, and
Right.
I don't know if they were pennies or a nickel, maybe. It was in a business place. It was in the old pool hall. So I'm pretty sure it was probably a nickel. And this was in like 1970, 72, 73. So it's probably a nickel to play a game. And you got about six balls, pinballs, to play with. So,
Hi, Mudster.
hey, Mustard.
But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I can remember. I mean, there was boxes and boxes of billiard balls. Not sets, just like boxes of multiple billiard balls. You know, uh, probably 50 or 60 boxes of them. And they
Dang.
probably one probably had 4 or 5 sets of balls in it. I know a bunch of the guys went in and grabbed 8 balls and cue balls and stuff out of them, and make shifter knobs and stuff like that out of.
Yeah.
Have too
Yeah,
many
no,
balls that can get you in trouble.
A lot of your cue balls are different sizes too. Different
Mhm.
tables took different size cue balls
Right.
because that would
Like-
separate the cue ball from the regular balls going into the
Right.
down where the regular balls go at. And when you another 50 cents chunky change in, the bar lifts up, the balls come out. Cue ball is different size, so it couldn't go to the other spots.
Well, Jason, you have kept the story going about balls tonight, I guess.
But
Can you imagine waxing that many balls to get them ready prepared for pool tournaments?
Yeah.
A major pool tournament league, you got to clean all them balls nice and shiny. They got a
Well-
buffer that does it, but you still got to do it by hand.
Right.
The last
Well,
part.
Well, I know there was even a felt cleaner in there, like a steam cleaner thing for doing the felts on the tables to clean
Wow.
those.
Yeah,
so-
get all that dust out from there. Yeah,
All the sweat and dust and everything else out of them. So,
skin cells.
but yeah, I mean, there was tons of them.
Yeah, they make that new kind of felt nowadays. It's in the past. I want to say 20 years, that long. There was a new type of felt that does. It grabs on. If you're not used to that felt on that table, and you put a little bit of English on that cue ball, you need to watch how much. If you're not familiar with it, you're gonna overdo your cue ball. I mean, because the
Yeah.
drawback, like a pullback on your cue ball. I wasn't familiar with the one at Dee's Tavern over here. We playing league tournament now, and this is new tables and new felt. And they said, "Look, this is brand new felt on these tables." Man, I came back way too far. Good thing it bounced off the cushion and went back to about where I wanted my cue ball. A lot of action. That's what they call it. A lot of action on that new felt.
Oh,
Yeah, Tommy. Back in the day, they, running that stuff was a big business.
Yeah, still is.
Matter of fact, there was actually some jukeboxes in there, the old 45 style. No records in them, but there was even some of those in there.
There's several of those around town that people have in their houses with the 45s. My buddy Kurt. When I moved back here from Arizona years ago, before that, but he had that jukebox in his guest house. 45, full of 45s and old classics too, with French and swamp pop classics and country.
So I don't like the new jukeboxes that have where you can go online and download the free.
I mean, neither.
Well, I like the variety of music they have, but I don't like it that the owner of the bar or whatever can skip your song.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, they can skip a few of them. If they got the remote on the old CD style, they can skip
Yeah.
that one too if they want.
Yeah.
If you played the same song back to back to back, oh yeah, they're gonna reject a couple of them.
Well, the one girl told me that they can actually block songs. Like if somebody keeps playing one, multiple times,
Oh
they can block that song from being played, and you lose your money.
yeah, that's right. That's what's bad about that.
That's bull crap, though. You should be able to play it as many times as you want if you're paying for it.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah,
or,
just
or,
you know,
or, or
let it play back to back, like every fifth song or so.
well, even if one of the barmaids gets tired of hearing a song day after day after day, you know, they can stop that song from being played. You know, hey, I'm paying it. I want to listen to it. So.
Hey, you
All
can
right.
play it all every day, 10 times a day. Is the way I look at it. If I own that bar, I don't care as long as you're paying for it. Who cares?
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. It's been an hour. We're gonna shut this down, and I appreciate y'all coming out and hanging out with me. And I know we didn't do a whole lot of tool talking, but you know, we did do a little bit. You know, so I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and we'll catch you all on the next one.
All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. I Pluton.